going on? Where are the women? And I think it's time for us to really urge Nigerian women to come out and take their rightful place in sports in Nigeria.
Ronke, I know you are also involved in women, girls, and women empowerment programs. Talk to us about some of the programs you're doing to ensure that we can actually keep ladies in sports.
Yes, it's possible. And you know, looking at Nigeria right now, the most okay, I don't want to sound chauvinistic right now, but the most successful gender in Nigeria today are women in sports. You know, so I think that should really encourage other women to come out and do more for sports in Nigeria. And it's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's something I think they should come out to do. And I've been doing it, you know, in my own little way to see girls, to talk to even women to get involved. Last year, I remember during the International Women's Day, I was involved in a football match with all the teachers in Abuja, you know, just to encourage them. And some of them were like, oh, how do we take it up from here? I advised some of them, and the woman was like, no, my husband said I should not do this. I'm like, no, you really, if you are passionate about it and you can actually talk to your husband, it's all about the kitchen this time around. It doesn't mean I work and I cook as well. So we don't have to end up in the kitchen.
Oh my God, we lost Adiroke there. I was about to tell Adiroke, you know what, don't worry, just say whatever you want to say. It's Women's Day, it's allowed. But she's making some good points.
Yeah.
She's saying, look, if you and I and people around the women don't give them the support, they won't see the need to go into it.
And we're not doing ourselves any good, you know, if we'll, you know, label people and say, oh, you don't belong here. I mean, you don't have the temperament because you're a woman. You can't do this. We're denying ourselves of the brain power, the people with mental capacity to get things done. And she said, I agree with everything she said. It's all about passion. If you're passionate, look, you can take a horse to the river. You're not going to force it to drink.
That's right.
As much as we can sit here and say, let more women be involved, they are like, and you know, in the words of Gianni Infantino, you have to be interested. I mean, that's what, you know, puts you forward. You just have to be passionate and be interested. And you see, wise people should complain when fools lead them if they keep quiet. So you have no reason to complain. Right. So if you don't want a fool to lead you and you believe you're wise enough, step forward. Step forward. And I think that's what should happen with women. There are women who have contributed more to sports than some men, and you know, do not brag about it. That's right. Do not even make noise about it. You know, I'm not for window dressing. I'm not all for putting a woman there just for putting sake. I'm all for, let's see the passionate ladies step forward, come out, then we'll support you. If you are better at doing something, I'll support a woman who is qualified.
That's right.
Than a man who doesn't know anything about it. So I'd rather support a woman.
I totally agree with Yemi Adebayo right there. I should. I agree with Yemi Adebayo. It's International Women's Day right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. We're supporting the women. Yes, let's still stay with women's football. The Flamingos, the Nigeria's under-17 women's football team, they're getting ready for the crucial FIFA under-17 World Cup. Final round first leg qualifying match. Guess what? They're going to South Africa. And at this stage, the Flamingos, they have never missed any edition of the FIFA World Cup since 2008. And they keep getting better. That's what we're saying. We support them some more. Someday they'll be lifting that trophy.
Well, in celebration of it International Women's Day, first of all, I wish the Flamingos as they go ahead to South Africa to play the qualifier for the Under-17 World Cup. Well, to me, the qualification for playing Flamingos are turned into a bypass. Because for sure, the Flamingos, it has become something that we know that they will qualify. But the major thing that Nigerians are asking for is for Flamingos to go ahead and win the World Cup. At least because none of our Nigerian team has gone there, unless it's on 21, they've been to the finals. But the Flamingos have always crashed out at the quarterfinals. So this time around, as they go to South Africa, most likely they'll be the South African counterparts and qualify for the major international competition. We are expecting from them to bring the laurel, the gold cup down to Nigeria for us to celebrate.
Okay, well, let's just set the record straight that the first leg will be played at the National Stadium in Abuja on Saturday, March 12th. Yeah, and Bala Nkiyu and his girls, they said they are ready.
Already
And listen to
confident.
Rashidat Ajibade anytime, any day. You can be sure. Look at what they did before they got to this round. They demolished. Was it ended 9-0? Demolished Namibia?
Yeah.
9-0 aggregate. No shaking with these girls.
When it comes to age grade football, I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about the senior women's team and talk about the gap closing. But age grade, I'll close my eyes.
That's right.
But the problem also is that we, you know, and in his words, we have not been able to translate that the dominance of the African space, of the African terrain to do it globally. And I'm hoping we're going to be able to do that. I'm wishing them all the best. I hope they get it right,
That's
qualify, we spend the money at the right time, and, you know, get to that tournament, do well.
First leg, obviously a sure thing, and then they go to South Africa and then just clean
Yeah,
up
South
the
Africa
job.
are our customers. You know, they make a lot of noise. But
At all levels.
yeah,
Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that, guys. Come on,
Don't
let's
limit it
go.
at all
Let's go with the show that it's International Women's Day, and then today we got this very heartwarming, good for the future news, and that the Ondo State government, they have opened the first female football academy in Nigeria in celebration of International Women's Day. Let's go to Akure, the Ondo State capital. John Olamafo is standing by to talk to us about this initiative. Good evening, John, and welcome to Sports Tonight.
Good evening.
Fantastic. Good to have you join us. The first female football academy has been opened in Akure, Ondo State. Talk to us. What's the objective?
Hello?
We can hear you. We're celebrating Ondo State government and that initiative of establishing the first female football academy. We want to understand the objective.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very instructive to note that the football development program in Ondo State is geared more towards youth development, empowerment, and creation of career development opportunities for the youth. Today, we flagged off 5 new programs of the academy. And one of the 5 new programs is a league for the female footballers in the state. It is going to involve all the 18 local government areas of the state. The intention is to discover new talents among the female football players in the state. Of course, alongside the female league, we also unveil 4 other programs. One of them is the under 15 secondary school boys league in the state, which I believe is the first of its kind in Nigeria. The third of the program is our beach soccer academy, which is also going to take off immediately. We also unveil the community shield, which is an approach of taking football to the grassroots. It's going to involve the various communities in the state. It's going to involve the traditional rulers in the state. And the last but not the least of the program is what we call the Goalkeepers Academy, an academy where we're going to bring genuine and competent goalkeeper trainers to train goalkeepers, in the state, and we want to ensure that we train these goalkeepers to world standard level. So these, of course, are the 5 programs that we unveil today, and the emphasis is on grassroots football development and discovering young talents who will be nurtured and who will be assisted to develop their potentials to the level where they can earn their own living from football, and of course be able to empower themselves and empower their society.
Fantastic. Fantastic. This is good news. I like what I hear. John Olamafo is the chairman of the State Football Agency. Thank you so much for talking to us on the show. So, I don't even know where to start.
I don't as well.
I gave him the baton and he just kept
You didn't
on
need to ask him questions because we're just reeling it out. And, you know, well, a lot of people will accuse me for saying this. I mean, I've monitored Ondo and Delta State, and Delta have slowed down a little in recent times, but those are the 2 states that seem to deliberately plan things and try to sustain the momentum. You know, the things you asked about, you know, how to develop sports. I mean, just reeled out 5 of the things that the state is doing. And even before that, we talked about Ondo states, the number of clubs they have, their sports commission, and everything that they're doing. And I'm happy. And you're wondering if other states,